Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Review for February 28, 2020. An article from The Federalist reports, ABC is planning a Bachelor spin-off for seniors called Golden Years. During a break in Monday night's episode of The Bachelor, a new commercial aired advertising to seniors age 65 and up who are, quote, looking for love. In a simple TV advertisement, the Bachelor franchise revealed its latest show, tentatively titled Golden Years. According to an Instagram post from a Bachelor supervising producer, the franchise is now casting seniors in their golden years. The post reads, quote, "Are you entering your golden years and looking for romance? The producers of The Bachelor are looking for active and outgoing single men and women aged 65 and up for a new exciting date show." Unlike the rest of the Bachelor franchise, Golden Years will feature contestants who may be actually ready for a marriage. Golden Years could be a refreshing show that brings mature adults to the ultimate engagement other Bachelor shows promise, but rarely deliver on. An article from The Hill states, Sanders comes under fire over cost of Medicare for all. Democratic presidential candidates piled on Senator Bernie Sanders during the South Carolina debate on Tuesday over the cost of his Medicare for all plan. Sanders said he has laid out, quote, options all over the place to pay for his plan, which is estimated to cost $30 trillion over 10 years. He also repeatedly cited a recent study from Yale University that found his plan would lower health costs by $450 billion a year. Sanders has pointed out that the United States already spends significantly more per person on health care than other developed countries and says Medicare for all will save money. His list of possible financing options, if all added together, totals about $16 trillion over 10 years, about half of the projected cost of his plan. During the debate, former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg said of the cost, quote, "I'll tell you exactly what it adds up to. It adds up to 4 more years of Donald Trump, Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House, and the inability to get the Senate into Democratic hands." And finally, an op-ed from the Washington Examiner states, "There's a problem with Bernie Sanders' favorite healthcare defense." Whenever Democratic presidential frontrunner Bernie Sanders is confronted about the cost of his $34 trillion proposal to replace all health insurance with a single government plan, he likes to point to other countries that manage to offer coverage to their populations at a lower cost than the United States. While there are a number of reasons for the relatively high spending on healthcare in the United States, Sanders' invocation of foreign countries is irrelevant when evaluating his sweeping proposal. The reason is that it would go much further than any other system. All other systems have various limits on coverage that are not a feature of the Sanders approach. Not only does Sanders promise to cover everybody in the country, whether here legally or illegally, but he is promising to do so without premiums, deductibles, or co-payments. He is proposing to cover not just basic medical care, but also prescription drugs, vision, dental, and long-term care. In the United Kingdom, the government will deny care to sick patients based on an assessment of how much spending is justified relative to how much a given treatment would extend somebody's longevity or quality of life. A 2019 study from the Institute of Cancer Research found that 1 in 6 cancer patients there were being denied drugs that had been recommended by their doctors by government rationing boards. Additionally, these other systems also do not let illegal immigrants on their government-run plans, as Sanders has promised to do here. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Review for February 28, 2020. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.